Welcome back to another video. We just rolled over day 22, so we're effectively 21 days into the free-to-play challenge, 3 weeks, and we just finished Clan v Clan, and as you can see, we were matched up with a pretty strong clan. Level 13 clan versus our small little level 4 that just started 3 weeks ago. 27 trophies versus R1. We did not fare too well. We didn't even manage to pull the ring, but they were pretty stacked. We put out some pretty good points, but it just wasn't likely to happen. So it's disappointing. We did lose out on the personal rewards, but that's the way I guess it goes. We'll try to be more prepared next time. Progress has been pretty good. A good portion of the Clan v Clan we spent leveling up champions. We now have 4 6-stars. I have was able to 6-star Jareg and Deacon during the Clan v Clan, and I have been leveling them up, running masteries as well as doing other portions of the game. I've been specifically running some Nightmare campaign, pushing my way towards the next reward, which is the 6-star speed set, which I think will, if we get good stats, has the potential to be pretty good. I believe at 180 stars there's also a group of legendary tomes, which could also be very massive as we continue to build for Clan Boss. Rushguard would be the target of the books. We are looking to get his A3 booked out. If that does, we'll be able to start working on unkillable or partial unkillable teams by running him in a 4-3 speed. As of right now, there's not a lot I can actually use him in unless I just specifically need to have a block damage buff during certain parts of content. I have pulled him in for a couple times when I can predict on a wave that I need to be able to just completely negate all damage, but for the most part he's still sitting here at 50, kind of being used as just periodically. Clan Boss, we have managed to we did manage to take down Brutal yesterday, so we do have Nightmare open. That is ultimately the goal. The next goal is to get a team here where we are at least 4 key in Nightmare. There's a couple things we're going to need to work on, either building up our team and going with the block damage, utilizing Jareg, or getting the books for Rushguard, while continuing to 6-star champions and put masteries on them. I had a bit of a debate on which champion I wanted to 6-star. I almost 6-starred Frozen Banshee, simply because once she gets mastery, she can basically solo the dragon if you can get her to the dragon. But ultimately I decided to go with Deacon. The goal being that once he gets War Master, he will be able to keep himself alive and keep Leech on. I was struggling in content with him not being able to stay alive, and then if he's not using Leech, Rhonda, who was in a higher damage set, was not able to keep herself healed up, so I had to put her back into lifesteal. My hope is that I'll be able to get Deacon 60 full masteries and with enough gear that he will be able to survive and keep Leech on Clan Boss 100% of the time. Dreg's nearly 60. He's been very helpful with his ally protection and running various parts of the game. Nightmare campaign, I've used him quite a bit. I haven't been able to 3-star everything, but I've been trying to take 2 stars where I can. It is energy intensive. My sincere hope is that this is going to get me a few good pieces and that I will figure out a way without burning too many resources to get to 180 stars to get the books. Uh, it's been a bit of a challenge here. I have lost a couple rounds and had to figure it out manual, but ultimately I am confident we're going to be able to very soon have these the speed. But if I get up against the wall, I'm not going to waste too many resources hoping for the books. There's other avenues to get the books. Missions. This has been slow going. We're at rank 200 or 469. 100 champions in the arena because we were in gold 3, we are now in gold 4, and most of the fights that we can win are solo defenses. Something like this, there's a chance we might be able to win. We can give it a try, but a lot of these fights we're just not quite able to. Anything more than 1 or 2 people, we're just not able to quite get there. So, it is slow going getting to 100 champions 1 or 2 at a time, however. We did get some ancient shards from rewards from the Nightmare campaign. I think we're at the point where coming out of Clan v Clan, moving into kind of a slower period, I think we're going to hold off on using the shards to keep pulling chickens. We have plenty of people that we can work on, and we can work on just building regular food champions. And we're going to start saving shards for 2X's or other events. That being said, I did have 3 shards the other day, and I was trying to finish off champions for Clan v Clan, so I needed a couple more chickens. So I started to pull my 3 ancient shards that I had at the time, and I had a bit of luck. Actually, pretty good luck. We pulled an Abbess. This was during the CVC, so we got the 30,000 points. I don't have a big need for her quite yet, although it won't be that long, and I expect we will be building her out to have another nuker, and specifically a force nuker. This was the first shard of the 3 when I pulled. Needless to say, not a chicken. So after doing that, I pulled the second shard, and I pulled a Tagore, which is also going to be a really good champion. Increased defense on A1. Lowest HP champion. AoE with an increased speed buff on all allies and a heal, which is really strong. An AoE revive with a shield. Damage mitigation on a passive. Just really strong champion. Pretty excited. Definitely going to be very helpful in Faction Wars, and probably going to be useful in quite a bit of other content. Pretty early So again, while I was extremely excited, this is not a chicken. I did manage to pull a champion that I was able to use as a chicken on the third shard, so uh, and I was able to finish off getting, and I think that was the last bit I needed to get the last 5-star to get Deacon 6-star. So we'll take the good luck when we can get it. We don't always get it, but I'm not gonna. I think we're at a point now where relying on lucky pulls is probably not going to be that beneficial. So we're going to be playing much more conservatively. We have champions that we can build out, so we're not in a big rush. We're going to start saving more borderline champions to start pushing our faction wars up a bit. And then we'll start leveling some of our food champions specifically for pushing faction wars as well while we're holding on to them. Today is the Amazon Prime Rewards Day. I did get the Gimbo reward, so pretty excited that once this champion is built, it'll be my primary arena nuker, which will allow me to have him kind of dedicated. I do have some gear that I did have on Rhonda when I had her in a pure damage build that will probably go on him. I will again. I think he's gonna be, if not my next. I don't think he's gonna be my next 60. I think Frozen Banshee is gonna be my next 60 purely because she's gonna be really strong in Clan Boss for some time and can go in game to Clan Boss Ultra Nightmare. But maybe a second or third 60 from now. Potentially pair him with Abbess to have a decreased defense nuker along with Deacon. So especially since she has the ability to remove some debuffs from herself, that could get kind of interesting. So that's kind of where we're at. Going to be kind of slowing down the hard push, trying to be a little more efficient with our resources, and see if we can get one or two more 60s. We got options for Clan Boss depending on what we're able to get. We have a block damage champion. We have an unkillable champion. So we have options depending on where the books land and what gear we're able to get a hold of. Nightmare is open. The goal would be probably a 4 key within the next 3 or 4 days. If we're lucky, if we're extremely lucky. There's at least one person kind of in the challenge that has already put up some pretty good numbers on a Nightmare, but most people are not quite there yet. But they will be getting there very, very shortly. So I'm really hopeful that I'll be able to, within the next day or two, get the books from Nightmare Campaign. That will 2 books in Roshkard I think will allow kind of propel me to, you know, the front, maybe give me a good opportunity to sneak in there and get Ultra Nightmare points down and kind of jump to the jump to the front of the pack, you know, top 5 in the challenge on Clan Boss, which has kind of been my focus since we pulled him. But yeah, leave a note if you got any questions. Comment, like, subscribe, and you can also reach us on our Discord for our clan cluster. We do have I think we have 7 or 8 clans currently. We started out with 10. and we've kind of been working through them. Some people, as we expected, have kind of dropped off uh, on their commitment to the challenge. But there's been a lot of people, and I'm very surprised have been continuing it going now into the fourth week. So leave a comment, and we will catch you later. Bye.